Good afternoon, and welcome back to Daily Dhamma, a letter to our children. My name's Dhamma Bum, and I'll be your guide for today's guided meditation. Today is May 15th, it's a Friday, and our topic will be W.A.I.T. Why am I talking? May's theme is right speech, and this is in line with that. Just a quick heads up, 3 weeks from today, I will be in the States on a 2-week break. So from June 5th to 18th, you'll have to make your own arrangements. There, if you go to Daily Dhamma channel front page and click on live, there are about 75 of these things. We've been doing this for about 9 months. And we'd love to have you tune into a rerun if you like. Thanks, Dhamma G, and thanks, Mrs. D, for the Dhamma for the flower arrangement as usual. Fridays, we look at making amends, repairing relationships, restoring our practice, and this fits with right speech too. Please check out the description boxes for this and other episodes, and announcements about what's going to happen with the trip to the States will be in there as well. In about 24 hours, there will be a transcript with a closed caption version available, and you can take a look at that. The reason we do guided meditation is in the hopes that participants will develop enough interest that you'll want to do this in your home or your garden on your own bat. And for a soundtrack, you can listen to silence. That's wonderful. Birdsong, chanting, temple bells. And there is an embarrassment of riches when it comes to how many guided meditation recordings there are. We encourage you to do that. We start our group with samatha, which is the first part of meditation. This is serenity. We get calmed down and we get into the groove. And hi, Brian, nice to see you too. And partway through it, we'll then shift to panya, or wisdom. Some people say vipassana, but it always goes, doesn't matter what you call it, goes in that same direction. First, we get serene, then we wise up. Wisdom never arises from a mind in turmoil. If this is useful, please subscribe, like, comment, give us a super thanks or whatever you'd like to do. And just by the way, Daily Dhamma, a letter to our children, is now available on Kindle Unlimited. So if you're part of that crew, that's available for download. So with that, on my mark. Please find yourself in a quiet spot, spine straight, shoulders back. Lower your chin towards your chest and let your hands rest in your lap or on your thighs or on your knees. Close your eyes and your mouth gently and imagine a ball of white light, an inch or two, 3 to 5 centimeters below your nostrils. Inhale through your nose. Watch it go down past your heart to your stomach and back out the same way. Breathe in through your nose. Watch it go down past your heart to your stomach and back out the same way. Just smooth, natural breaths for you. If outside thoughts intrude, gently brush them aside, thinking, no, that's not my business. I'm focused on my breath as it goes in through my nose, down past my heart to my stomach, and back out the same way. Empty your mind. Now, on Fridays, we always start with the Dhammapada, verses 3 through 5. He abused me, attacked me, defeated me, robbed me. For someone hostile like this, hatred does not end. He abused me, attacked me, defeated me, robbed me. For someone not hostile like this, hatred ends. For hatred never ends through hatred. By non-hate alone does it end. This is an ancient truth. So we are taught that it is our own thoughts that lead to our moods, our delusions and obsessions. And this is why we meditate, to calm our mind and tame our heart. We look at our thoughts, turn them around in our mind's eye, see them for what they are, and let them go. If we let go a little, we get a little serenity. If we let go a lot, we get a lot of serenity. But if we let go completely, that is, if we accept life on life's terms, we find complete serenity. And what we find is that we are as happy as we want to be. Our attitude is entirely up to us, and we are not the boss. The human condition consists of 5 khandhas, or clinging aggregates, and these are aspects of our human existence. They are our body, our feelings, memories and perceptions, thoughts, and consciousness. And they are all impermanent, anicca, unsatisfactory, dukkha, and not the self, anatta. There is a huge difference between thinking and wisdom. And this is why we study our delusions, so we can wise up. As meditators, we have 3 duties. The first duty is mindfulness. And in this group, the object of our meditation is the ball of light. We also listen to the Dhamma talk, not to get attached to the words. Don't do that. But to let it wash over us. This is one reason we do the samatha, the first half, pretty much the same every Monday and every Friday, because this is how we calm down and get in the groove. Mindfulness. The second duty is collectedness, or you might prefer concentration. This is just when outside issues, thoughts, stray gas bubbles pop through our head, not if, when, they will come, we gently brush them aside and return our attention to our breath and the ball of light. And our last duty is contentment. We have a responsibility to be content now, to be at peace, copacetic, a feeling of equanimity. And we have a responsibility to do that now. If you can do this now for a couple of seconds, you can do it for minutes during this weekend. So if you can do it for just a few seconds, in a word, I guess you could call it present. And as we go through our weekend, we stitch together these little patches of presence and Shazam, as if by magic, we look up and we have lost track of time. It's been an hour since I've had an angry, a resentful, a fearful thought. Wow, how'd that happen? How indeed. And this is why we meditate. On Fridays, we look back on our past week. There will have been events, interactions that were less than satisfactory, let's say. And we look at them with cool eyes. We don't want to engage in morbid reflection, but we look at them and see what we can learn. Here are some questions we might ask ourselves. When I'm looking back at that interaction, am I minimizing my part and exaggerating their part, whoever they were? Maybe I have or had a sense of entitlement. I thought they would bring me sprinkles, but I guess they just don't care about my special needs. They didn't bring me any sprinkles. And this leads to our second one. Was I setting myself up as a victim? I had unrealistic expectations for what people would do to make me happy. And then when they are not met, I feel justified in, oh, sure, saying something about it. Third, was I expecting people to be something they are not? And this kills me with my family. I know my family really well. What did I think Uncle Jack was going to do? I mean, I've known Uncle Jack my whole life. Uncle Jack does what he does. Who told me to expect something else? And last, was I expecting perfection in this life, given all the stuff that I know about this life? And I thought that it would be a perfect week. And what we see is that it is our expectations for other people, for ourselves, for our loved ones, for the world, that really do become resentments under construction. I have created my own penalty box. Now, as we move into the second part of today's meditation, Panya, on Monday, we mentioned restraint of tongue, pen, and keyboard. Today, we're looking at W.A.I.T. Why am I talking? Before we speak with someone, let's consider the divine spark within them and within ourselves. What is my intention in this interaction. What I'm going to do next, is this kind? Am I being kind? Here are 3 questions to ask ourselves. Does this need to be said? Does it need to be said by me? Does it need to be said now? Now, we're going to have to pause for a little bit and reflect on that. Ajahn Chah told us we need sati, or mindfulness, and sampajana, self-awareness. Sati and sampajana is to know ourselves, to know the condition of our mind and our life, to have discernment. Without self-knowledge, there is no self-control. So we reflect, we meditate in order to study our own mind. This isn't to give other directions to other people. We need to practice humility with this. The noble ones say, not for sure. So that's what I need to do. Negative interactions often arise, in my case, out of habit. I don't intend anything, but I just have a bad habit of being grouchy or critical or judgmental. Maybe I'm craving attention or dominance. Maybe I'm looking for praise. Maybe I'm trying to avoid things I don't like, aversions. Ajahn Chah had something to say about this too. He said, the more we crave not to experience certain things, the more we invite and usher them in. I don't want these things. So why do they keep coming to me? I wish it wasn't this way. Why is it this way? Well, there we go. We crave for things to exist in a particular way because we don't understand our own mind. Finally, when we consider it clearly, we see, oh, these things come because I call them. So we study our mind in meditation so we can see our craving and our aversions more clearly. Our attention is like a grow light. It amplifies and strengthens the things that we pay attention to. If I'm looking for something to be unhappy about, I will find it and to spare. It's all I'll see is negative things. On the other hand, if I'm looking for good things, if I'm looking for the things that I am grateful for the many blessings given me by God and my family and the world, that's all I'll see. Beauty all the way to the horizon. Before we react, maybe we could practice a little triage. Let's ask, I'll ask myself, is my reaction, the reaction I'm thinking of doing, is my reaction like a hat, a haircut, or a face tattoo? If it's like a hat and I get home and I don't like the hat, I can just toss the hat. No harm, no foul. Not that expensive. If it's like a haircut and I look in the mirror and go, wow, that was a mistake, maybe I need to run back out and grab that hat and wear that for a couple of weeks until my hair grows in. But if I've got a tattoo of a tarantula on my forehead, this might be something that is a problem, or maybe several problems. And if, after considering the triage, I am still in doubt, I can always say, thank you, but I'm not available for this conversation. Wild idea, but maybe I should think before I type things. Maybe I should think before I say things. This takes us back to the Dhammapada, verses 11 and 12, to help us with discerning what is the right thing to do, say, or act on. Verses 11 and 12, those who consider the inessential to be essential and see the essential as inessential don't reach the essential, living in the field of wrong intention. Those who know the essential to be essential and the inessential to be inessential reach the essential, living in the field of right intention. Mindfulness, concentration, and discernment arise from the steady practice of meditation. So, this weekend in meditation and in life, we want to be aware of our thoughts and where we're going with these things. We might observe, for example, the mind is thinking of an outcome that will make me look good, bad, ridiculous. Let it go. The mind is projecting fear, blaming others. The mind is in a good, bad, angry, envious, jealous, self pitying mood. Ah, what do we know about moods? They are impermanent, unsatisfactory, and not the self. Let them go. The mind is inciting me to find fault in my family, workplace, or country. Let it go. Mindfulness can be a spiritual insight into our own intentions, our own actions on our side of the street, but it's not a license to psychoanalyze, diagnose, proselytize, or convict others. So, this weekend, as you're looking back, if you find yourself restless, irritable, or discontent, take a breath, step into the next room, close the door, sit down, put your earphones in. Imagine a ball of light an inch or two below your nostrils. Breathe in through your nose. Watch it go down past your heart to your stomach and back out the same way. Namaste. Okay, thanks. Wisdom is mine. You sound rather sure of that. Nice to have you. We don't really do, I'm not in a position to read and talk at the same time. It's probably dropped on my head. Anyway, thank you very much for being here. Thank you, Brian and Dhamma G, and we hope that you will come back and see us again on Monday, May 18th. Our next one will be at 8:45 a.m. Japan time. We don't have daylight savings time here. If you're already here, you know how to get here. If you're listening afterwards, which most people do, please check Daily Dhamma for today, the 15th, and there's a little 3-part procedure for how to join us on the live stream, and we'd love to have you if you've got time. And Daily Dhamma, A Letter to Our Children, is now available on Kindle Unlimited. So, wisdom is mine. Love to have you. Welcome. Maybe we'll see you again. Maybe we've already seen you before. I have a feeling we have. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for coming, and we will see you on Monday. Namaste.